Greetings, Sagittarius, Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Rising, and Sagittarius Moon. Welcome to your reading for 20 by Amma. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Remember that I'm always here, and I'm going to provide even more videos. I simply had to take some time off to take care of health. And for those of you who would like to receive more, you can always go to the Vimeo videos. The link for that is down here below in the show more description box. If you are interested for download and purchase, you're going to get a new reading for your sign. And also you want to consider joining the membership program. Either you click the join button right here next to the subscribe, or if you notice in the show more description box right down here, you're going to find a link to click so that you can join the membership program. And the membership program is going to provide you with an additional reading for each and every sign of the zodiac, a mid-month update for each sign of the zodiac, special healings, and an energy clearing for every month. So for more details, click down here below in the join button. And for those of you who are interested to get a private personal reading, please visit the website www.ammalightworker.com and email me at ammalightworker@gmail.com. I will now focus on this reading for you, Sagittarius. And always remember that you are going to get additional information through the video for your rising sign and for your moon sign. The general feeling that I am picking up for you has to deal with this feeling of satisfaction, taking advantage of this stillness. I get a sense that you are also going to feel a little bit conflicted by choices, decisions, and having to figure out what is an illusion, what is the truth, dealing with misinformation. There's a lot of karmic events happening right now. A shift is in the making, but also as you are going through struggles, angels are showing up in this reading for you to help you, to protect you, to lighten the way, which direction you need to go. And you are going to deal with a person, a situation that in some ways is going to serve as a wake-up call for you. So truly karmic. I will now break this down one by one. The first card that shows up in this reading is the Nine of Cups. To me, it means feeling happy, happiness, hospitality, generosity, giving and receiving, but particularly giving to a friend, giving to those in need. It also represents something to support your soul. So I will now focus to hear spiritual team. What do they have to say about it? For some of you, I get a sense of you have some troubles, pain, aches, or maybe it's just simply going to be a little bit sensitive. A toe, they're showing me a big toe maybe, your feet, your legs, your knees. I have a sense that for some of you, you're going, or there's going to be a need for you to focus on your health, to boost your immune system, to change something in your daily life that in some ways has been affecting your health in a negative way. Whether this is stress, foods, supplements that maybe you need, but for some of you it is about you taking better care of yourself. You're going to be in, and even if normally you're not too much in pampering yourself, I have a sense that that will be changing. You are going to go through a couple of weeks even, or even months, when you are truly going to be focused on changing your appearance, taking care of your skin, taking care of your health, getting a facial, getting a massage, maybe trying to give yourself a massage. But I have a sense that you are going to go through a process that in which you're trying to either transform yourself, transform a relationship, transform a business, transform a career, or even being focused and dedicated to transforming your finances for the better. There is a little bit of seclusion that for some of you is very much needed. But for other ones, it feels like you could be intentionally hiding emotions, your true emotions, from someone or from the public or from the audience if you deal with an audience. And now, little by little, you're going to feel a little bit more ready to finally express these feelings, no matter how conflicting this feeling be to this person, about the circumstance, if it's not about a person, or even to talk to a larger audience. Some of you are waiting to see the results of something. Maybe you already started some kind of a business idea. Maybe you are already working on some kind of a website, things that have to deal with the internet, and so, or whatever other plan you had. Now you are just waiting. I get a sense that for some of you, you're just waiting for the quarantine to be over or whatever your circle be, because you are getting ready to move on, either move on with a new direction with your career. You just have to wait for life to go back to normal, or even getting ready to move ahead with a legal case. I get a sense that you're going to find something to do that will give you much joy. This could be painting, arts and crafts. You could go back to sewing. You have a lot of fun drawing or designing. You have a lot of fun learning about tarot, watching a lot of movies. I get a sense of you enjoying the simplest pleasures in life, or even going back to doing those activities that give you the most joy. A lot of the energy on this card is going to be about different ways for you to feel fulfilled, to feel satisfaction with life and in each and every area of your life. What drives you? The next card is the Seven of Cups. To me, it means options being presented to you. Some are good, some are bad, and now you have to distinguish between the truth or even the illusions being presented to you. If you are dealing with opportunities being presented to you, it feels that if you take too much time thinking about it, some of these choices or opportunities may not be available to you anymore. So if anything comes up and is being presented to you, do analyze it carefully. Do not take too much time though, because as I said, that opportunity may not be available to you, but do give it a good consideration. Sometimes this card, to me, it also means, not always, but sometimes it also means feeling a little bit scattered, a lack of direction, or even allowing for stagnation or boredom. I will now break this down. I will hear what's the message behind this. For some of you, I have a sense that you're going to be focused onto some kind of an online activity that has to deal with sales. You'll be selling items, you'll be selling services, but there's going to be a lot of online activity about money or about sales. Some of you are going to be looking at different options for you to kind of rebuild or to make better a living arrangement. Not necessarily be specifically about your home, but it is more so about the living arrangements. And you're going to be looking at different choices on what can you change so that you can make a living arrangement better. I have a sense that for some of you, you are going to be dealing with either someone that you don't trust. You'll be dealing with someone who in the past, they misused your trust in them. You'll be dealing with situations that on the surface You feel that you understand the situation, but then when certain events are going to start to unfold one by one, then it's going to hit you that there is a lot that you did not understand. There was a lot of hidden information that maybe people weren't telling you, or it's just going to be revealed now. I have a sense that for some of you, you even choose to distance yourself from um, something in particular. You choose to distance yourself from listening too much to the news because the news can be very upsetting right now. You choose to distance yourself from a person, and I'm not talking about physical distance because that is in order for a lot of people in different parts of the world. I'm talking about you intentionally choosing not to emotionally interact or not to be so much emotionally influenced by the news, by a person, by a relationship. But you are also going to be forced to face facts. Where is it that you have been in denial? Where is it that you have been lying to yourself? Where is it that you were putting way too much emphasis on a specific outcome? Because I have a stance that a little goes a long way right now. You have to reconsider again which direction your life is going. For some of you, you are going to be looking at resources, things to support your soul, but also ways for you to support yourself financially. Whatever the case be, whatever kind of support you'll be needing at this time, energetic support, financial support, emotional support, do not be surprised if this support shows up from completely unexpected sources. People or situations that you thought they were going to support you, it turned out to be completely different. A different situation, a different person, a different group of people, they show up to support you at this time. So it is about the truth being revealed. You be the one revealing the truth, someone else be revealing their truth to you, or in a different circumstance, could be related to your health, could be related to finances, could be related to something else, but anything that has been deceiving you, now you're going to be able to see the truth and the reality. You could even be catching somebody doing something wrong. You'll be catching someone stealing, you'll be catching somebody cheating, lying, or even going out of their way to kind of deceive you or other people near and dear to your heart. The next card that you have is the Wheel, and I have noticed that with these readings, there are certain cards that keep appearing in each and every reading, no matter how much I shuffle the cards. And I also notice that a lot of messages are very similar for each and every sign. So the wheel, to me, it means the karmic wheel of your fortune, of your destiny, is now shifting and changing the direction where you're going for the better. You'll be dealing with news or information that for the time being, for right now, will end up altering or changing the course, the direction where you thought you were going. But it also means that you will also be dealing with some kind of a conflict of interest. In a situation that is of the most importance for you right now, you are going to be dealing with sudden new changes, sudden new developments. There is a big shift happening for a lot of Sagittarians, particularly at an energetic level, particularly with the way how you feel, why you feel the way you do. Many of you are going to be reevaluating your emotions, your love for someone. And you are going to be questioning everything, whether this relationship is worth it to pursue or not. And each and every one of you is going to act accordingly. I have a sense that this decision has been lurking around for a while. You had some thoughts, you had some feelings about it, but it feels that in whatever this feeling be, you cannot deny these feelings anymore. particularly for those of you who felt trapped or stuck in a love relationship or in a marriage that is just not working anymore. For others, it's going to be about changing your beliefs, changing your mind or your beliefs about somebody. Maybe you thought they were different, and then in the light of the new developments, they show you a different aspect of their character that maybe is going to completely surprise you. Now, this other aspect of their character could be an aspect that you very much like, and then you're going to change your opinion about them for the better, or it could be completely the opposite. They're going to show you a side of themselves that you truly do not like, their darker side, and you're going to be like, no, I was so wrong about this person. Some of you are going to be dealing with teaching, learning, taking classes, learning something new, mastering a skill, expanding your craft. You could be working your way to expand a business that you have. Some of you are going to be working on a resume that you have. If you have a portfolio, you could be working on that. If you're working, but I also get a sense of you doing some kind of a computer work. And it's not necessarily because a lot of people have to work from home right now. It feels like for some of you is specifically something that you need to do with an app, with downloading a program, maybe working on a website, maybe working with a YouTube video, Vimeos. I don't know what else, but it does feel like a lot of computer work that is in motion. Many of you are going to study something new because you could be on your way of getting a license or certification, a permit, or even for some of you, in order for you to get a promotion, maybe you are asked or required by your company to kind of study something so that you can move from one level to another. Because for some of you, attending courses, classes, trainings could be associated with potentially you getting a promotion in the near future. The next card that you have is Metatron Rainbow Bridge. So I will show you the card. This is the card. So Metatron is one of the archangels that is always present the moment that you are born and is connected to the rainbow. But it is also said that the Metatron also helps people to cross the bridge to the other world, from the living to the dead. So once we die, we as a soul, we have a right to decide whether we are going to cross that bridge into the light or not. And this is a card to remind you that there are a lot of active forces working behind the scenes. There are a lot of angels working behind the scenes for you. There are a lot of planetary movements, world events, personal events that are happening to you right now. And your loved ones on the other side want to let you know that they are around you, trying to help you with this shit, with this transition. When you get this card, it is a reminder that there is a lot of love for you out there, that love doesn't just disappear because someone died. Love simply gets transformed. You love a person in a different way at that point. So it is a reminder for you to love yourself. You have still the love and support of your loved ones. They could be appearing to you to give you a message, to give you a warning. They be appearing to you in your dreams. Do pay attention to little signs. Maybe you constantly keep hearing that song that reminds you of that person, that old photo album. You could be having memories about them, suddenly remembering something about this person. Also, do pay attention to repetitive signs. Repetitive numbers. You could be noticing a lot of repetitive numbers, particularly the numbers 11. They could be reappearing constantly. If this is the case for you, when you see the number, this is a sign that you need to have some kind of a new beginning. You have to take some action toward a new beginning. You cannot ignore your calling anymore. You cannot ignore your calling anymore. What else? But you also have to take some action into healing your life. If it is your body, your health needs improvement, focus on that. If it is a marriage or a relationship, focus on that. Whatever you need to heal, whatever work you need to do on your side to make this relationship function, or if it is about breaking the relationship or the marriage because that's the healing that you need, you tried everything else, maybe that's what you need to go. What can you do? What needs it that needs to change for you to maybe earn more money, to shift your career, to be a better parent, to be a better sibling, to be a better daughter or son to your parents? What is it that you can do to help the community? So you are asked to act from a place of love. You are going to struggle with feelings of fear and anger. You are asked not to operate, not to take action based on this feeling of fear or anger or this feeling of being stuck. When you catch yourself feeling that way, then switch to that feeling of love. Act out of love for yourself and others, and know that you are not alone. The next card is the wake up call. Listen and take note. So it's right here. So this card is connected to the planet Pluto. Pluto. So I'm not an astrologer, but I do like to be informed about astrology. I take an astrology course here and there. So you want to look at what influence is Pluto having right now in your astrological chart. But this is also the card of being reborn, rebirth. Something must end so that something new can begin. It is time for you to rest, to pause, so that this way you feel re-energized, to kind of recharge your battery. But also you have to trust that if you happen to be forced to rest, to pause, there is a reason for this. Okay? The karmic clock, your personal karmic timing, karmic clock needs to be reset. Something from your karmic past needs to clear so that you can have this new beginning with a clean new slate. So a lot is happening at a karmic level, the energies that are influencing you from your own childhood or even from negative influences of your family, negative influences that maybe you also inherited from family karma, past lifetimes, or other energies. It's very important that you understand you have to trust this process. It be very uncomfortable, it be frustrating, it could be a real struggle or challenge for you, but you have to trust that you have to go through this, because when you go through these challenges, all of these feelings that maybe you have no idea that you are still carrying at a subconscious level, anything that you have been trying to denying to yourself, all of these feelings are going to arise at a level where you can see them, the fear, the anger again, the frustration, the denial. You are going to reach a point where you cannot deny to yourself what is it that you deserve. How would you would like to be loved? How would you like to be treated? How would you like to be respected? It is about you rediscovering your power. If something doesn't work, okay, then you have to come up with another idea, another plan. You're going to discover what you are made out of in the light of some new developments, in the light of some challenges. It's like, when the lighting hits you, it's like a wake-up call. You cannot deny it. It's like, boom. And that's what you're going to be dealing. A situation that you have to wake up. For some of you, it is about your spiritual awakening. You discover that you are a light worker. You discover that you do have spiritual gifts. Maybe in mediumship, maybe in doing tarot, Reiki work, energy work, astrology. You may discover that, hey, I always wanted to study nutrition. I never did that. I'm going to focus on that. Maybe you discover that One of your passion is your love for cooking, your love for arts. Maybe you wanted to be an accountant. I don't know what it is, but it feels like now you're going to feel that time is running out, and you're going to feel that you also need to implement in your life something that you do for pleasure, and maybe even gives you money, maybe even making money through a hobby, through your interest. You cannot deny to yourself anymore the right to be happy. This could be a person that has that conversation with you. Maybe they piss you off, but there's going to speak, this person be speaking words of truth to you. Okay. This could be, as I mentioned earlier, a circumstance that you cannot deny anymore, and you have to face it. But when you get this card, not only you are asked to take care of your happiness, your health, but you are also asked to be aware of what is it that you can do to contribute to the collective consciousness. Say your prayer for yourself, meditate for yourself, but also remember to send some good thoughts and vibration to someone that you know that is struggling right now, or to the planet, or to Earth, or at a major scale, because you are going to understand that you are part of this collective awareness. And I hope that this is making sense to you. So if you like to know more, I am already providing more. You can click on the Vimeo video for those of you who are interested for download and purchase. That's going to give you a new reading. You choose to join the membership program, where you're going to get even a longer reading for each sign of the zodiac, and there's different levels to it. So either click the join button right here next to the subscribe, or there's a link for it in the show more description box right down here. For a personal reading, contact me at amalightworker@gmail.com. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and I will connect with you next time.